What's up, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Power Station. As you probably can tell, I have a fan on in the room. It's so hot today, I'm not sure I could do videos without the fan, so if this is crazy distracting, I apologize. I'll have to evaluate after the video, and if it's not too bad, perhaps, I can do this some days where I'll be able to shoot more videos, because basically during the day, it's so hot that it's hard to shoot videos because I have to close the window because people outside, like there's literally one of my neighbors uses a bandsaw regularly, just chopping wood in the back, and there's often car alarms and train horns, so I do have to shoot the videos with the windows closed, but that means during the afternoon, at this time of year, it just gets crazy hot in Southern California, so yeah, we'll see how this goes. If it is super distracting, let me know, and I'll try to just, again, shoot videos mainly at night, although that might mean slightly fewer videos. Either way, it just has to be like this today, so. In any case, we're going to listen to the third tune on Power Station, which is called Lonely Tonight. As a phrase, it would certainly suggest, a lack of romantic engagements, a lack of entertainment for the evening, which I suppose is not necessarily romantic. You could be lonely tonight if your social group had left you out, or if, you didn't really have a social network to call upon when one wants to, find social bonds and entertainment for one's personal life, or even engagement in a professional scenario, going out to drink with your coworkers and so on. But I do suspect that it's more about a lack of a date, a lack of a romantic interest, or a sexual partner. So that's what I take away from the title, just straight out of the gate. Obviously, it might not have anything to do with that, but we'll have to see. Shout out once again to the guys, John Taylor, Tony Thompson, Andy Taylor, and Robert Palmer. A number of you have mentioned it would be an interesting thing to compare the material on this album with either Palmer's stuff he did before this or after this. And is it the album Riptide? I think someone commented that Riptide is in some ways basically a conceptual sequel to this, because it's some of the same people, and it has a very similar vibe. So we'll have to check out more of Robert Palmer's work eventually. But for now, let's keep going through this. So yeah, this is Lonely Tonight by Power Station on their 1985 album of the same name. I like the keys.
We're enchanted, struck by lightning. What can we do? I'm feeling so excited. We just ran into each other. Now we can't refuse, 'cause the night is so inviting. You should take me by surprise. I ain't fooling. Everything's
I like this section.
movement.
It's got like an elegant simplicity. Sort of atmospheric pad.
Must be miles ago since we first said hello. We let us out of sight. Passion has to grow, darling, because we know. Riding on tight, looking's with us. We'll run the risk, but we get so much to give us. Fate's on our side, and it's a moment. We're getting warm, 'cause we give each other a shot.
Number one, I love that vocal flourish. Number two, coming in with some like real, what's the right word to describe this, epic guitar? Yeah, epic.
Let's keep the fire alight. Nothing can go wrong. We're together from now on. The love we excite. Loneliness is gone. It'll take us so
those keys, or it's almost like a xylophone kind of melody. I love it.
Was a doubt, don't be proved. You should take me by surprise, I ain't fooling. Everything's synchronized in a movement. Hey, now we're enchanted, struck by lightning. What can do when I feel so exciting? We just ran into each other. Now we can't refuse, 'cause the night's so inviting.
I'm curious about the title, given the lines I am hearing.
Since we first sang alone, we let us out of our sight. Passion has to go down in me, 'cause we know, yeah. Let's keep that fire alight. Nothing can go wrong. We're together from now on. We excite.
And again, the backing vocals are repeating the name of the song, but everything he's talking about is like, you know, from the moment we saw each other, so much has happened, and, you know, we got to kick those fires because passion is in control. Yeah, so to me it sounds like he's very much not going to be alone tonight, or, you know, is hoping that he won't be alone tonight. So yeah, I feel like there's a bit of a contrast between sort of the recurrent sentiment given here in sort of the backing vocals and lending name to the song, and sort of the dynamic that seems to exist between he and this woman, where, again, from the time they saw each other, they, you know, just really clicked, and it sounds like, you know, they are, again, if passion is in control and they're lighting the fires, or they want to light the fires, it sounds like there is a physical connection, and, you know, it seems unlikely that he'd be lonely tonight. Now, maybe all that he's saying, it's in his head, and he wants this to take place, but as of yet, she has not, you know, joined his sentiment, or, you know, reciprocated interest. So yeah, I'm a little unsure as to the way the song title fits into some of the other lines I heard. I'll have to listen to it some more. But sonically, I enjoyed it. As I said, there was that sort of xylophone style melody. I really enjoyed that, and it gave the track a bit of a, you know, melodic edge, or a melodic, like, mystery. And there were also some, like, pad, like, I think synth elements that were very nice. Bass is very good again, and, like, I will say, I kept waiting for maybe a sax to come in this one. I feel like I've been spoiled already with a couple tunes with sax, and I did really like that sort of low bubbling sax in the Murderess song. So, you know, that's not the song's fault for not necessarily having a prominent sax element, but because what I had heard in the previous two songs, I was sort of waiting for it. But yeah, very cool. Like I said, I have to get a few more listens for the lyrics to sort of sink in. But do let me know if you have a thought or an angle there. Let me know if you have any thoughts about the sonics of this one. Excited to continue going through the album, as I said. It's interesting to hear the other side of the Duran, you know, again, I think a number of you said it wasn't necessarily, you know, even seen as like a permanent or significant split at the time. It was more like they both wanted to, or the different people in the bands wanted to explore some different side sounds, but I think there was a suggestion that they would, they knew they were going to get back together for more Duran material. So yeah, like I said, having listened to Arcadia, it's interesting to hear the other side. The next tune is called Communication. It's another one of those single word titles, which, you know, there's a lot of different ways you can go with communication. You could be talking about technology, you could be talking about simple, like, human relations, you could be talking about, you know, nonverbal communication or emotional communication, gestural communication, and then, you know, communication in time, as in, you know, short-term communication, but trying to stay in touch if, you know, somehow you're separated from someone. So yeah, it can manifest in a number of ways. We'll have to see. But yeah, let me know what you think of this one. Other than that, I will see you next time. Peace.